Hi everyone! Today we are going over my payday routine. I work as a corporate administrative assistant for a single family office in Houston, Texas. So to give you a little background, I'm getting paid semi-monthly and we are a one-income household family of 6. So as you can imagine, having one income for a family of 6 is like a Tetris game of timing when to pay your bills. And that's where this family finance system I created in Google Sheets helps me tremendously. Today is March 29th, Sunday, and I got paid $2,900 2 days ago. And today we are going to budget that paycheck using our family finance system. Hello everyone, welcome to the family finance system. As you can see, we are in the month of March and I just got paid 2 days ago with my second paycheck for this month. And that totals to 2,900 something, but I just kept it at 2,900 in this tab. That way it's an even number. Just to give you a quick overview of this family finance system, I have 3 tabs in here. One is this monthly budget tracker, where we are right now. So this is where I track all of our paycheck and our month-to-month expenses. And on this second tab, the savings journey, I can't show you what's inside yet because our emergency fund status, the amount is in this thing, also with our bank account information. So it's a little bit confidential, but I will show you the sample in a little bit. And on this third tab, the emergency and preparedness, this is where all of our bank account information, investments and retirement accounts, bills and subscriptions, and also our insurance policy lives. So all of this information, the account number, the company, the provider, again, it's confidential, but I will show you what's inside the sample family finance in just a little bit. And now that we're on this monthly budget tracker tab, let's go ahead and budget my paycheck. So my first paycheck on the 15th has been allocated. We are going to this purple section. As you can see, the amount of bills that I'm paying from my first paycheck differs from the second one. Today, we are just going to be paying 6 bills. First is our Rainsoft water system. One of my kids has eczema and he's very sensitive to anything that is not unscented. This includes lotions, body wash, shampoo. One of my friends recommended to get a water system, and we got this water system 2023 and it helped so much. He doesn't flare up anymore. Of course, we also supplement this with not having any scented products. The Rainsoft water system, we are paying $130. Next is our mortgage. You can see here that it's 2 of 2 because from my first paycheck, I set aside $730. I moved this to our bills holding account. So this is one of our bank accounts where I moved $730 and waited for my second paycheck to add it to this $1,770. And so the total amount we are paying for mortgage is $2,500 monthly. Next is our gas and groceries, $360. And on my notes, it said $300 already went to my husband's checking account. So he has a checking account and we solely use this for gas and grocery expenses. You might be wondering where this $60 went. And so any excess amount from my paycheck, if I put only $300 here, there will be $60 left. And as I said on my past video, all excess amount from our paycheck goes in this gas and grocery account. So the fourth bill that we will be paying is our house gas, which is $50. The fifth one is the water system maintenance. So the sixth bill, I call it bill because I want to make sure to pay this, is going to be our emergency fund, which is $550 for this paycheck. To give you a background on our emergency fund, we are actually targeting 3 months of expenses, which equals to about $18,000 to $20,000. I wanted to be on the safer side, so I want to make sure to set aside at least these amounts. And now let's go ahead and pay these bills through my phone. For the water system, it's currently in autopay, and now I will mark the status as processing because I know that this will be removed from my bank anytime next week. And for a mortgage, I already initiated the payment last Friday, and since it hasn't been removed from my bank, the amount will stay here and only be zeroed out whenever it's removed from my bank. For our gas and grocery, the $60 I have to send to my husband's checking account, and I will do it right now. This amount is no longer in my bank account. I'll zero it out And since it's zeroed out, I'll mark it as paid. The amount on my bank account should be equal to $2,540. The next bill we'll be paying is our house gas, and I am going to pay now. And now that I've submitted a payment, it hasn't been removed from my bank, and so I'll mark this as processing, and that way I know that I've already initiated the payment. So the fifth one that I'll be paying is the water system maintenance, which is $40, but it's also an auto pay, and so I'll just put this as processing. And lastly, our emergency fund, it's $550 from my checking account to our savings account. I just checked and it actually has been marked as a recurring payment, so I'll just put this as processing, and I will also put auto pay in here. That way I know that I won't have to move money from this bank to our Hyatt savings account. I will check this monthly budget tracker on Wednesday, and for sure all of these amounts will be removed from my bank. For example, once I see that the rainsoft water system has been removed from my bank, I will zero this out and mark it as paid. It's just going to be the same process for all of this. And then this balance in here should be $0. So now I'm going to take you to these two remaining tabs on the family finance system. So if you purchased this product in my Gumroad account, the link is in the description below if you're wondering. And this is what you will see in there for the monthly budget tracker. I've put a sample tab in here, which you can delete if you no longer need it. All the data in here and all the tabs are just sample data for you to refer to when creating your own. And so you've seen this monthly budget tracker tab from earlier, and now I will show you the savings journey tab. I actually updated this savings journey tab because this wording, this as of, it was here before. It was very redundant, and so I just put it as a title column, and you can just put the dates in here like on this sample side. For the bank, just put your institution, of course your account number, and then the account owner of the bank if it's just you or a joint account with your spouse. And for the purpose of account, I really want to express the importance of saying what this account is for. For this sample, I've put as if this Amber person is saving for her first $1,000 in savings, and I've put it there and also the amount in here. So in this column, on the need column, there's already a formula that calculates whatever you need for you to hit your target amount, which is the $1,000. For example, you just want to save your first $500 in here. Today is March 29, and currently in your bank account you have about $110. So it says here that what you need in order to target your $500 amount is $390. I know it's just very simple math, but once your target amount is a higher number, then you would need an instant calculation here. So this is where it gets handy. Next is our emergency and preparedness tab. This is my favorite of all. There are 4 key sections of this emergency and preparedness tab of the family finance system. These are the bank accounts, the investment and retirement accounts, the insurance policies, and the bills and subscriptions. The reason that I created this emergency and preparedness tab is because I want to make sure that all of our financial data, our family's financial data, can be found in one place. And in the event that something happens to me or my husband, one of us would be able to know everything. And this is the level of peace of mind that as a mom myself would really want to have. And I want to walk you through this. Every column on this emergency and preparedness tab isn't just put there just because I want to put it there. The data on each column are very important. For the bank accounts, you need the account type, which bank did you open it to, of course your account number, and if you have a high yield savings account, you want to track the current APY because sometimes it fluctuates. I know our high savings account, I started with about 3.60% and now it's 3.20%. So I don't know what happened, but I think it's really good to know where you stand. That way you would kind of have an idea of how much you'd receive every month in interest. And of course, the account owner, if you guys are joint or if it's just you. For this username and email and also the password, if you're comfortable in putting it here, you can. But if you are using like 1Password or any other app for that, then you don't have to put it in here. Next is the investment and retirement accounts. You can track your 401k, IRA, Roth IRA, any brokerage account you have, and any other investment and retirement accounts I haven't put in here. Feel free to input everything in here. And next is the institution. If you get this from Fidelity, from Vanguard, and then there's the account number for the beneficiary if it's 100% going to your spouse, for the contingent beneficiary if it's somebody else, and again, your username and password. Next is the insurance policies. If you have a life, auto, home, and health insurance, you also need the insurance company, the policy number, very important, and the coverage amount. You also have the premium amount you pay every month or yearly. You can put this here, beneficiary again. And you can also put any notes that you want to remember. Now, I've put like the coverage start and end date because you would know when to start shopping around, So for this thing, the example for the auto and the homeowner's insurance, the auto will be expiring on December of this year. So this sample person would be able to start shopping probably around the October month. For the homeowner's insurance, it's expiring in 3 months. And so maybe next month, this person would like to start shopping around. For the last section, this is the bills and subscriptions. I would suggest that from your monthly budget tracker, let's do the sample one. And so you just copy all the bills that you are paying monthly from your first paycheck to the second one. Just paste them in here and continue working, putting all the provider names, the account numbers, your interest rate. This is very important. If you're paying via website, if it's on auto pay, and of course the payment amount, you would put that, very important, and the monthly payment schedule. If you need to pay it monthly or yearly, you can certainly put them there. And I want to express the importance of putting the interest rate in here. This year, our main priority is saving our 3-month emergency fund, which is about $80,000 to $20,000. And right after we hit that one this year, we will start paying all our debts. So for example, on this sample person's emergency and preparedness tab, their student loan has the highest interest rate. I wanted to change the color of the cell to red. That way, whenever they start paying off their debt, they would know to start paying off the student loan first because it has the highest interest rate. You can find the interest rate of your debts when you log into your online account, or you can just call them probably and they would give it to you. This is a very customizable family finance system that you can update in order for this to work for your family. I like to see everything in order. And for me, this is the simplest form of capturing all the data that I want to know. And if you're wondering where to purchase this family finance system, the link is in the description below. You will find all of these disclaimers, the how to set up, although I have the sample here, but I think this tab will also be very helpful. Next, you'll have your very own monthly budget tracker, and then the savings journey that we talked to earlier. And lastly, the emergency and preparedness tab that will give your family the peace of mind they deserve. I'll see you on the next video, and I hope you enjoy this family finance system. Bye!